Alright guys, welcome back to my channel, and today let's take a look at my manifold setup and what I've done so far. Alright, so here's my tank so far. It's a slow progress, but it is getting there. So let's take a look at my manifold setup and what I have done so far. Alright, and I have spent the past few days trying to figure out how to get the UV light in here. If you haven't seen my previous video on how I constructed my manifold setup, I'll share that in the link below. But here it is. I have 3 valves here and one in the back here, if you can tell. The one in the back is actually feeding my frag tank setup. This is my frag tank setup right here. Alright, so this is the frag tank setup. It's got an overflow. It's overflowing back to the pump area. I got a custom frag rack made for me for this ATO tank, and it's got a spray bar, old school spray bar. So I don't know about, I was thinking about maybe removing it and putting just a traditional nozzle on it, but let's just see how this goes. Alright, so that is my frag tank, and it is actually connected to my plumbing, and I have one of these here, these valve here, going to my calcium reactor, and that's actually in line now. And the very first one back there on the valve, I have that going to the UV light. So the UV is actually this unit here. This is the 57 watt unit right here. And I decided to go this route because this is probably the only way I could get to fit in here with all that I want. So that is the UV unit right there, and I have all the tubings and everything connected to it. Alright, it's running right next to the skimmer, and it just barely fits. So the last thing I have to do is get my light connected to my frag tank, and then I would say I'm about 95% complete with my manifold setup. I still do have the center one here on the valve that's currently not being used, and that might have to be used in the future for a GFO reactor or a reactor for carbon, but I don't plan on using that anytime soon. Hopefully I can rely on the chaeto here to do most of the work for me. At least that's the goal. And the chaeto, actually, if you're looking at top down here, chaeto's actually grown quite a bit compared to the actual first video when I just received a few strands of it. Alright, here's the protein skimmer. The Nios 220, doing a great job here. And I've got the prime at the top here, the AI, as a refugium light, and I'm going to be running another prime for the frag tank. Actually, I'm going to be running this one here, which is the Soul Blue. This is the one that just came out. So I'm going to try to get this one going soon once I get the mounting brackets in. So this is the Soul Blue by AI. This is the latest one that just came out. Primarily just showcasing the blues, so this LED fixture does not come with any of the reds and the greens. Okay, so this is the tank as it stands right now. Got all my tangs in here. This is pretty much all the fish I'm going to be having, although I would like to have some smaller fishes in here, maybe in the next few months or when I could get the quarantine tank set up again. Alright, so back to the manifold setup. This is how I have it. This is how it's going to sit for a while. I don't plan on doing anything else. So here it is, 3 valves. two being used. One is vacant, and then I have the one far in the back here to feed the frag tank. Frag tank has an overflow, and it's being dumped back into the water return chamber. All right, and here it is once more time. Take a look at that UV setup. There it is. It's just sitting right in the water. All right, 57 watt unit. There was another one, Lifeguard Aquatic. Makes a really nice one, but apparently it's too big for this setup, and I have no way of mounting it in here. So I went with this one instead, and this one looks like it's doing the job pretty well. Alright, so that is my setup so far. I don't plan on doing anything else down here, at least for the sump area. The next thing I'm doing is actually just dialing in my calcium reactor, which I'll create a video on that one. Try to get that going, and then I will be ready to start adding in some sticks. Alright guys, let me know what you think. If you have any questions, if you'd like to know more about how I got this whole thing set up and put together, feel free to let me know down in the comments section. I'll be more than happy to create a video for you. And as always, if you want to follow me in this journey of mine, go ahead and subscribe, and then hit that bell notification so that you're notified when I put out new content. Alright guys, so thank you for stopping by. This was a short video on my current tank setup. I hope you enjoy this. Give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks guys.